Have you ever found yourself wondering where the joy went? Maybe you wake up some mornings feeling a little flat. Not quite sad, but not really happy either. Or perhaps you notice your patience isn't what it used to be, and little things get under your skin more often. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. As we get older, life throws us a lot of curveballs: retirement, health changes, even shifts in our relationships. It's easy to feel like your emotional well-being takes a back seat when the world around you seems to be moving faster or changing in ways you didn't expect. But here's the thing. Taking care of your emotional health isn't just for younger folks or people going through big crises. It's just as important, maybe even more so, as we age. Because happiness, self-respect, and emotional balance are what keep us feeling alive, vibrant, and truly connected to ourselves and others. The good news is, there are simple, meaningful ways to nurture your emotional wellness every day, no matter your age. Today, I want to share with you 7 heartfelt tips that can help you cultivate that happiness and self-respect that you deserve. These aren't complicated or overwhelming. They're practical habits and mindsets that anyone can adopt, and they make a real difference in how you feel inside. Let's start with something that might sound obvious, but many of us overlook: being kind to yourself. It's so easy to get caught up in self-criticism, especially when things don't go as planned. Maybe you missed a doctor's appointment or forgot a name, and your inner voice immediately jumps in with, "You should have remembered," or "You're getting too old for this." But here's a little secret. Kindness to yourself is one of the most powerful tools you have to boost your emotional well-being. Think about how you'd talk to a dear friend who's struggling. You wouldn't criticize or pull them down, right? You'd offer encouragement, maybe remind them of their strengths. So why not treat yourself with that same compassion? When you catch yourself in a negative thought, pause and gently shift your focus. Say something kind like, "It's okay, I'm doing my best." Over time, this habit softens the harsh inner voice and builds your self-respect because you're honoring your own efforts and feelings. Another important tip is to find purpose in your daily life. After decades of working, raising family, or busy schedules, retirement or a quieter lifestyle can sometimes feel like you've lost your sense of meaning. But purpose doesn't have to be grand or complicated. It's about those little things that light you up, whether it's gardening, volunteering, writing letters to friends, or learning something new. Purpose gives you a reason to get up in the morning with a smile, a sense of direction that fuels your happiness. Imagine Mrs. Thompson, a retired teacher who started volunteering at her local library. She says it's not just about helping others. It gives her a chance to share stories and meet people, making her days feel full and worthwhile. That's the magic of purpose. It reconnects you with the world and with yourself in a way that's uplifting and motivating. Along with being kind to yourself and finding purpose, there's something else that's absolutely vital: building and nurturing relationships. It's natural to think friendships might slow down after 60, but staying connected is essential for emotional wellness. These connections don't have to be big social events. Sometimes a simple phone call to an old friend, sharing a cup of tea with a neighbor, or joining a small club can brighten your day and remind you that you're not alone. I remember my neighbor, Mr. Garcia, who started inviting a couple of friends over for weekly card games. It's become a highlight of his week, not just for the fun, but because it keeps him feeling engaged and valued. Those moments of laughter, conversation, and shared memories nourish the heart in ways that nothing else can. So after we've embraced kindness toward ourselves, found purpose, and nurtured meaningful relationships, there's another crucial ingredient to emotional wellness that often gets overlooked: embracing gratitude. It might sound like a simple idea, just saying thank you or noticing the good things around you, but practicing gratitude every day can actually shift your entire mindset. Think about those mornings when you wake up and the sun is shining, or when someone holds the door open with a smile. Taking a moment to truly appreciate these small gifts can fill your heart with warmth and calm. And when life throws its inevitable challenges, that sense of gratitude becomes a cushion, helping you bounce back with resilience. It doesn't mean ignoring the hard stuff, it means balancing it with the good. Mrs. Ellis, a lady in her 70s I once met, keeps a little notebook where she writes 3 things she's grateful for every evening. She says it changed her outlook completely, from feeling overwhelmed by worries to noticing joy in simple moments like her cat's purring or the taste of her morning coffee. You don't need a notebook if that's not your style. Just take a quiet moment during the day to reflect on what's going well. Along with gratitude, it's so important to stay curious and keep learning. Your mind loves new challenges and fresh experiences, and this helps keep you emotionally vibrant. Whether it's picking up a new hobby, learning to use a smartphone app, or reading about something you've never explored before, those mental sparks help your brain stay sharp and your spirits high. For example, my friend George decided to take a beginner's painting class at his local community center. At first, he worried he wouldn't be good at it. But what he discovered was how much fun it was to create something just for himself. It gave him a sense of accomplishment and joy, plus a chance to meet new people. It doesn't matter if you're a natural or a complete beginner. What counts is the act of trying something new and enjoying the process. Another thing that plays a huge role in emotional well-being is setting boundaries. Learning to say no when something drains your energy or doesn't feel right. After years of caring for others, it can be hard to prioritize yourself, but it's necessary. Saying no doesn't mean you're selfish. It means you respect your own limits and feelings. Take Mrs. Lee, who used to feel overwhelmed by family requests and social obligations. She started gently declining invitations when she needed rest or time alone, and she noticed a big difference in her mood and energy. Setting boundaries helps you protect your emotional space so you can be your best self without feeling drained or resentful. All these pieces, kindness to yourself, purpose, relationships, gratitude, curiosity, and boundaries, are like threads weaving together a strong emotional fabric. When you nurture each one, you create a daily life where happiness and self-respect can truly flourish. That last powerful habit is practicing mindfulness and being fully present in the moment. It sounds simple, but how often do we find ourselves worrying about the past or stressing about what's next instead of really experiencing what's happening right now? When we slow down and tune in, whether it's feeling the warmth of the sun on our face, savoring the taste of our favorite meal, or simply breathing deeply, we give ourselves a chance to reset and reconnect. Mindfulness helps calm the busy mind and lets you appreciate life's little joys, which adds up to a greater sense of happiness. I know a wonderful gentleman named Harold who started spending just 5 minutes a day sitting quietly, focusing on his breath. He told me it changed his outlook completely, helping him feel less anxious and more at peace. And you don't need fancy apps or long hours to get this benefit. Even a few mindful moments here and there can lighten your mood and strengthen your self-respect. Now, putting all these tips together creates a beautiful way to live, one that honors your feelings, your experiences, and your unique journey. Being kind to yourself means you treat yourself with the love you deserve, not criticism. Finding purpose gives your days meaning and excitement. Nurturing relationships keeps your heart full and connected. Practicing gratitude shifts your perspective to notice the good even during tough times. Staying curious keeps your spirit young and engaged. Setting boundaries protects your energy and emotional well-being. And finally, mindfulness roots you in the present, making every moment richer. Remember, none of this requires a dramatic overhaul or a perfect track record. Emotional wellness is a journey, one step at a time, filled with small choices that add up to big changes. It's never too late to start. Each day is a new chance to nurture your happiness and build your self-respect. If any of these ideas resonate with you, I'd love to hear your story. What helps you feel happy and respected? What's one small thing you might try today? Sharing in the comments not only supports your own journey, but inspires others who may be feeling the same way. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more friendly advice and encouragement designed especially for you. Because here's the tea. Ruth, your best years aren't behind you. They're right here, right now. Here's to living your best life, embracing every moment, and cultivating joy and self-respect every day. Thank you for spending this time with me. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you soon.